Right into the skates of the linesman, allowing the Comets to take over, and DeFazio sneaks in behind the defense. He's into the forehand, got hooked, and a penalty called, and a penalty shot has been a chance to give the Comets an early lead. DeFazio left-handed shot comes slowly and wide right, back to the middle, forehand, backhand, one hand, scores! It's been waved off. The referee has waved off the one-handed move from DeFazio. Flip it off the wall and get around John Negrin. Here's a 2-on-1 quickly for the Wolves. Sebastian Wahlstrom with a shot right into his childhood. Banks bounces off a hit and the puck taken back by Brent Regner. Eludes a poke check, wrist shot right into Jacob Bayou. Delivered a hit on Blaine, and now it is Fraser down low with a backhand pass that's knocked away. Out to the blue line. Fraser with a shot, they score. Pat Cannone with the tip in front, and just a minute and 30. Instead cycles it behind for O'Reilly. O'Reilly, short pass to Shinkarik, steps in front, jam play, rebound, score! Hunter Shinkarik, and it's 2-1 Comets. Left side, Shinkarik. Short pass on for Gaunce, 2-on-1. Gaunce with a shot, rebound, O'Reilly's miss, and a shot from Grenier, scores! It off to Welsh, back to Sopel. Sopel's pass, blocked by Anderson down on a knee as it scored it out into the front. Lindholm shot, and he scores! Tucked inside the post after a funky deflection. Petteri Lindholm has made it a one-goal. The franchise knocked down by Ty Rattie. Brett Sopel steps into a shot, he scores! Ty Rattie may have gotten a piece of the shot from Brent Sopel from the line, and the Wolves down 2 given to LaFranchise. Short pass Shinkarik, red line, and he'll get it in. Both teams score! Shinkarik's dump in, jump the glove of climbing! 4-3 Utica!
Travis, the way the game started, and then a winning goal. Things a little different tonight.
It was. Obviously getting the start, getting the goal right away there with DeFazio getting the penalty shot and scoring, that was big for our team. I think it gave us a little confidence. We have some bodies out of the lineup, and to get that goal meant a lot, I think, to our group. I thought we had a real good push in the second period, and like most good teams do, they pushed back in the third, and we got the lucky bounce.
You know, all things considered, especially because, as you say, you had some bodies out of the lineup between injuries and call-ups. This was a real gritty win.
It was. It was. I really liked the way we played tonight. I thought there was a lot of emotion in our game, which you know, our team has to play with emotion. We've got to play on the edge, not over the edge. You know, and we had some guys step up and play some big minutes that haven't played a lot this year, and you know, some of them have been down in Kalamazoo, and I really liked our whole team effort tonight.
Hunter's, the game winner, was a weird role, obviously. But that first one, I mean, he was in great position, lifted it up perfectly, and there were a couple of others that he had just near misses. This kid was really progressive. He
was good tonight, and we've talked to Hunter. You know, to score in this league, you got to be willing to get to the net. You got to be willing to get your nose dirty, and like you said on the first goal, I thought, you know, he was in there in tight to the net, made a, you know, a goal scorer's goal. But you know, he's been working hard and he's playing well.
Markstrom played pretty solid again tonight. I mean,
real good.
There was one 5-hole there, but I don't think he ever saw that. He was strong.
He was good. He, you know, 2 of the goals were deflections. I'm trying to remember the second goal. I thought he played a real good hockey game. He was good with the puck. You could see there were some bouncing pucks that were hard. There was one that bounced on him in the second period.
Yeah. You
know, that he had to be sharp with. So, you know, you feel for their goalie, but. You know, it's such a fine line between winning and losing in this league.
You talk about guys coming up and stepping up. I thought that Kane came up and really played well.
He did.
He just got the call up and was strong on defense.
He was. I thought Kane was good. I thought Blaine was strong as well, and Negrin too. Like, all 3 of those guys haven't played a whole lot of minutes for us this year, and it's nice to have that depth when we have, you know, we've got 4 defensemen either up or out with injury. So. I've said that before. That's a big difference with our team this year, is that there's some depth. So when we lose players to injury, or Vancouver does, that we've been able to sustain it so far and win some hockey games.
You got a rare weekend of pressed.
Yeah.
How well will this help some of those guys on the walking wounded?
Well, you know, I don't know if they wouldn't have played this weekend anyway, so it's nice that we don't play in a way, because hopefully we get some guys back for Wednesday's game. We'll have a light skate tomorrow, give them a day off on Sunday, and back to work on Monday. But you know, we've been grinding here for a while, it seems, and it'll be good to give our guys a couple days off.
Coach, can you break down the last goal for us as you saw it unfold?
We dumped the puck in, took a funny bounce on their goalie, and went in the net. How's that for a breakdown?
Were you surprised to see it go in like that?
I was. I mean, again, you feel bad for their goalie. It's tough when a puck's bouncing in that, and it took a funny hop. I've seen it a few times, and it's unfortunate for them, but it's, you know, obviously it's a game of bounces, and we'll take it.
How did Bobby Sanguinetti get the word that he was going up to Vancouver? Did that come from you?
Yeah, Vancouver called me, and I called Bobby and told him he was going up. He's been playing real well for us. You know, so it's nice to see.
It's another one of your guys going up makes you feel good too.
Oh, it does. Anytime any of our guys go up, you know, you're happy for them. You know, it's our job to develop first and foremost, and obviously I believe that winning goes with development, and you know, we try to preach winning is part of making the NHL. And when you see your guys go up, you're proud for them and you're excited for them.
What is it that the Wolves do particularly well that they seem to match up well against the Comets?
They're one of the better teams in the league. I think they do a lot of good things. They've got 4 really good lines, got good goaltending, big, strong defensemen that move the puck well. You know, you don't have to look too far other than their lineup to know that they're going to have a good team. That was a real tough game for our guys tonight, and
Very physical hockey team.
It was.
They'll bang with you.
yeah, no, it was. And you know, we talked about that before the game. Our team has to play a heavy game, and we've got to play with emotion, and I thought our guys did that tonight.
They also seem like they passed the puck exceptionally well. They seem like this season so far the most skillful team to come into the All.
I would agree. Yeah, they're a good hockey club. They've got a lot of skill in their team. They've got 4 good lines, and you know, but you're going to see that from good hockey teams, and that's part of it.
Rather than the Wolves players called the goals dirty goals. I think what they meant more was sort of ugly goals. But what's the key to
For their goals were?
No, they said that the goals scored against them were the word they used were dirty goals, but what they meant was ugly goals, scrappy goals. You know, kind of pucks squirting in and deflections and such. What is the key to beating the Wolves team? Is it either to bang with them or to outskill them and maneuver them?
We don't change the way we play to play against Chicago, to play against any teams in the league. We play a certain way. We have to play emotional. You know, the penalty shot definitely isn't a greasy goal. The power play goal is a shot and rebound. Shinkarik's goal is another shot, rebound. Much like their goals. I mean, they had 2 deflection goals that were greasy goals. I like it when our team scores greasy goals. This day and age, if you watch the NHL, a lot of goals are scored from shots from the point, rebound, goal. You don't tic-tac-toe it very often into the net. And you know, I'm more than happy to score greasy goals than to try to pass it into the net.
Hunter, break down the last goal for us, you know, as it unfolded. Walk us through it frame by frame.
Yeah, it was just, you know, one of those goals that, you know, you kind of look back on and you just smile about. You know, I got the puck just kind of at the red line, and it was pretty late in the game. I think there was about 2 minutes left, and I just wanted to get the puck deep, you know, and just make a smart, simple play. And I was kind of getting hit, and I guess I dumped it in, kind of a rolling puck, and it started bouncing. And with those, you never really know, and all of a sudden it bounced and went in. And you know, it was one of those ones where I looked at my line mates and I just smiled. You know, it was pretty exciting.
How about the first goal? That was pretty good too.
Yeah, you know, that was exciting too. I mean, you know, I try to be an offensive player who contributes, and you know, I think that Cal made a great play to me. You know, he gave me the puck and just kind of a few whacks to the goalie, and I got it up above his shoulder. And you know, it's great to help the team win. I mean, that's why I'm here, and you know, it definitely is nice.
3-0 loss last time, but 4-3 win this time. What did you guys do differently?
I thought we just played with emotion tonight. I thought the last game we were a little bit lackadaisical. We weren't in their faces as much as we like to be, and tonight we came out hard. We finished our checks. We really established, like the big guys in our team established that they were going to take the game over, and they did a great job. So I thought all in all the game was awesome, and obviously Marky played really well too.
What's the key to beating Chicago? Is it to be more physical, or is it to be able to try to break up their precision passing game?
I think there's a little bit of both. Obviously they got a lot of talent, in the back end, front end, and, they like to kind of wind it up and use their skill. And, I think it kind of goes hand in hand. I think if our big guys get on them hard, they finish checks, that's something that, really changes the game and puts it in our hands. So I think exactly what we did tonight is what we need to keep doing, and we'll keep working and, keep adding things to our game.
Brandon, walk us through first the attempted shot that led to the penalty, and then walk us through the penalty shot as well, frame by frame.
Yeah, I thought maybe I should have. I thought I had more time than I probably did. So I kind of thought I'd be able to make a move. Didn't end up happening. He hooked me as I was trying to shoot it, so didn't get the shot away. And then I got the penalty shot and got a fortunate bounce. So that was good.
Have you hit a penalty shot before?
Well, I shot in the shootout, but
Right.
not necessarily a penalty shot. So I've never had a penalty shot in pro, but I think I shot 4 times last year and was able to score, I think, 3 of 4. So I feel pretty comfortable now, more on the penalty shot.
What adjustments did you guys make from the last game, to turn that 3-0 loss into a 4-3 win?
Well, I wasn't here, so I'm not really sure. But from what I heard was, that we wanted to play with more passion. Better special teams, that's probably a big key. So.
What about the emotion? Tell us, when you get to Vancouver, you get to play your first game, you put in several years, you get there, trying to compose yourself. What was it like?
Yeah, it's obviously tough, but I was saying to a few people that have asked me over the past few days about it, it was kind of a blessing in disguise because I didn't have really much time to think about the call-up because, I played in Rochester and then I was, traveling to Syracuse, to Detroit, to LA in a car. By the time I got there, 3-hour time change, it's still 1 o'clock, and I'm basically just getting my stuff ready, eating as quick as I can, and then I was off to the rink. So it almost seemed like it went from being called up to right into warm-up before you even had time to settle down and think about what was going on.
You guys say anything to you in the dressing room before you go out, acknowledging to you that this is it, your first game?
Yeah, I mean, just a lot of they have really good guys up there and veteran guys that have been around, and they were all very, very nice to me, and came over, give you a handshake, and say congrats, and to hear that from those guys meant a lot.
Did you bring your jersey home with you?
Yeah, they actually do a thing there where they let you keep your first game jersey, and I left it at home and gave it to my dad, so he'll keep it around. My parents have definitely been a huge part of this process, so to give them that jersey was pretty cool.
Now, were they at the game?
Yeah, they made it. I was saying it's pretty crazy because they had a real typical hockey parents' day on Saturday. I have a 13-year-old. I have 3 younger brothers, and the 13-year-old was playing in Toronto. I watched him play. Came to Rochester, watched me play. Went to see my brother at Brockport. Had dinner with him after the game, and then we're driving back. And I kind of called them and said, you got to try to get a flight tomorrow to Anaheim. They were able to, and I couldn't have worked out better.
It seems like Chicago is similar to you guys in that they can skate and they can hit.
Yeah.
And that they're well-rounded and deep. Which was the key to beating them tonight?
I think we matched the intensity really well. If not, we pushed that intensity higher. I thought we had, everybody seemed to be invested tonight from that standpoint. Whether it was a small battle or a big battle, everybody seemed to want to win those. And same with them. They were invested as well. They knew it was a big game for them, and they're a good team that plays at a high level, and it was a good test for us.